and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently playing the 1990 baseball season as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager, and we're attempting to win the National League West without Alfredo Griffin participating as our shortstop. We've come to an infamous day in Los Angeles Dodgers history, August 21st, 1990 of this season. This is a game most Dodger fans would like to have forgotten, but find it hard to do so. We'll be playing the Philadelphia Phillies today at home. And this is the game where the Phillies scored 11 runs in the final two half innings, including 9 in the ninth inning, and beat the Dodgers 12-11. The Dodgers had an 8-run fifth. The Phillies had a 9-run ninth and won the game. I'm going to coast through the box score here just to give you an opportunity to see who was playing and what happened, but Jason Grimley started this game. He started the August 20th game that we'll talk about in a moment. Mike Hartley started this game. We will have Jim Neidlinger start our game, but Mike Hartley will probably make an appearance. There you see the win probability chart where it was, virtually 100%. And then it turned in the top of the ninth. There's the top 5 plays, including a 3-run home run by John Kruk and a double by Carmelo Martinez, which finalized the scoring in an 11-11 tie. Take a quick look at the fifth for the Dodgers. Kirk Gibson struck out, Cal Daniels singled, Eddie Murray walked, Hubie Brooks reached on an error, Mike Scioscia had a ground rule double, Sharperson's fielder's choice, Alfredo Griffin got a hit, drove in a run, Mike Hartley reached on an error on a sacrifice bunt, Harris had a single, Gibson had a single, Stan Javier ground out, Eddie Murray pop fly single, intentional walk to Hubie Brooks, and then Scioscia grounded out. Took the score from 3-1 to 11-1, and took the win probability to probably 99.9%. To the top of the ninth, down 3-11, we got walk, reached on error, single, fly ball, so there's 1 out, walk, another reach on an error. That was the second error on the shortstop. Tim Cruz came in, promptly gave up a double to Dale Murphy, who doesn't play in this game. He plays for the Braves. John Kruk then hit a 3-run shot to tie the game. Then another single. Jay Howell comes in. There's a steal, and then Martinez hits a double to take the lead. Fly ball out, intentional walk, and then finally a ground out. 9 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, including 2 on somebody who won't play in our game, Alfredo Griffin. Going back to look up here, see if it shows. Yeah, 4 errors for the Dodgers, 3 errors for the Phillies. Not a great game in terms of fielding. The Dodgers, since the last video, have lost the first game of this series against the Phillies. Jason Grimley was the starter. He did pitch very well. And the Phillies do what the Phillies do. They hit. And the Dodgers did not keep up with them. We'll show you those stats in just a moment. Dodgers did mount a comeback, but it was not enough. And because the Giants had lost, also the lead of 3 games has not changed. In today's game, we'd already watched the Giants win. So the Dodgers have to win to maintain that 3-game lead, or else it goes down to 2. Score was 8-6 against Philadelphia. Valenzuela did not pitch well when he started. That'll be something to watch for when Neidlinger does pitch today. As you see here, the Phillies got out to a 6-0 lead before the Dodgers even came back. Wetland tried to come in, promptly gave up a home run. Howell and Holmes pitched decently. I mean, it was just a lot of traffic throughout the whole game. In the first, it was 2-0, walk, single, 1 out, walk, ground out. That scored the first run, then an error caused another run to score. You see how it kind of went. Race to get Fernando out during the fourth. Single, ground out, fly out. Dykstra steals second, so still 2 out. Dalton singled. That got him home. That made it 4-0, and then Wetland came in and immediately gives up a 2-run home run. And from there, the Dodgers attempted to come back. But even, 8-1 is a pretty steep hill to climb. They got within 8-5. Ruffin was roughed up. Pardon the pun. 8-6, and then the ninth, they just kind of went to bed. I said went to bed, not the other phrase. So, there's the batting statistics for those who care. Errors from Javier on a throw. I don't believe that one really hurt. It moved a runner up, I think. But Sharperson's hurt. Sharperson's been playing easily the worst defense on the team. That's understandable. That's nothing new or surprising. Maybe the fact that he's playing the worst, but he was not a good fielder. To start with, unfortunately, his hitting has not been up to where most of the season has seen him hitting right around 300. He's dipped. I wonder if he's even at 290 now. We'll see in a moment. Either way, today's a new day, and hopefully it'll go better than the real August 21st, 1990 did for the Dodgers. Or else they'll only be 2 up with 41 to play after today. Or 40 to play after today, excuse me. There you see some of the other games today. There's a mixture of results and non-results. We'll see how things repopulate here in a moment. Before we start the Dodger game today on the 21st. Interesting battle thus far with the American League East, with Baltimore now in first place and trying to extend their lead, which is really surprising to me. But still 40 plus games to go. All right, Mulholland will be the starter against the Dodgers today. A very good record of 12-7, a very good ERA of 3.45. And he's left-handed, which the Dodgers don't seem to score as many runs statistically as versus right-handers. We'll see how this one goes. Up next, after this series is over, will be the Mets come to town, who the Dodgers have had trouble with, as you know if you've watched any games on this channel. All right, so we get our left-handed lineup going. Cal Daniels has moved himself back to the top with Kirk Gibson in center field. Mike Sharperson, it's against lefties much better. And Juan Samuel at second. Eddie Murray, not cleanup, not the janitor position in the fourth spot. He's in the fifth spot to drive in runs. Stan Javier will play right. Jose Vizcaíno will play short. And Mike Scioscia will catch. And as we spoke of earlier, Jim Neidlinger will get the start. Mike Hartley will be in the bullpen warming up immediately. Although Mike has had a rough go of it in August. Everybody else in the bullpen is available except for Holmes, it said. His ERA in August has been 5.61 for Hartley. And John Wetland, who pitched major. Both of those guys threw a lot of pitches in the last game. One other note, Cal Daniels has had a great month. In 70 at-bats, he has 25 hits, 10 of them home runs, and a .357 average. So, makes sense that we'll see him bat first in the lineup today. The weather is 87 degrees, which is warm. Expect a lot of hits. The wind's blowing out to left center field at 4 miles an hour. So, decent numbers for Neidlinger against Philadelphia, 1-0 with a .338 ERA. Mulholland, it doesn't say. Against the Dodgers. I do remember one game that they came back and beat Philadelphia. I don't know that he was the losing pitcher in that game, though. All right, let's start the game. Here we go. Neidlinger facing Dykstra to start off, and he walks him. Let's see what kind of percent chance he has to steal. Not good. So we'll pitch to Crook, and he hits a ground ball to Samuel. Going to be tough to get 2 over to Vizcaíno for 1. The runner is out, and the hitter makes 2, and that's a good way to start for the Dodgers. 2 down on the double play for Dalton. Dalton also hits a ground ball. Samuel cuts in front of Vizcaíno. Quick throw to Murray, and that's a 1-2-3, not conventional at least. But Neidlinger gets the first 3. We're through half an inning. Phillies do not score. Dodgers coming up. Told you about Daniels, how hot he is. Got the average up to 293, 28 home runs, and 89 RBI already. Mulholland starts him off with a ground ball to Crook. Mulholland covering, and they get him by a couple steps. 1 down for Gibson. It looks like he's lined one into right over Herr's head. It gets down. So 1 out single for Gibson. He's always good to run. And we're going to see if we can steal it. There he goes. The throw by Dalton. He's in there. It's 28th steal of the year. And in scoring position with 1 out for Sharperson. Mike, just dipped below 290. He's at 289. Oh no, I pushed the wrong button. And I just got, well, got a little excited there. Made a mistake. 2 outs. And Sharperson hits one in the air to Dykstra. Well, there's another unconventional 1-2-3 inning. And that was made by the hitting the... it's only happened to me a couple times in this whole season. I've hit the wrong button. We're through 1. No score. Neidlinger facing Hayes. Another ground ball to Samuel. Getting a lot of chances today. He gets Hayes by a step. 1 down. For Martinez. Had a home run in the last game. He has a strikeout right there. 2 down for her. Hits one to right. Javier watching it. Seems to have it. Through 1.5. No score. Infield comes in to face Juan Samuel. We're going to let him swing, and he strikes out. Eddie Murray, his first attempt. Hits a fly ball to left. Looks easy. Looks like a can of corn for Martinez. He puts out the apron. And he catches the can. 2 down for Javier. He hits a liner right at Hayes. We're through 2. No scores. This game moving right along. To the third, bottom of the order for Philadelphia. Starts with Charlie Hayes, the third baseman. Grounds one past Vizcaino into left field. Leadoff single for Hayes. He'll hold for Thon. Okay, not a very good bunt. Hayes, 47%. We're just going to pitch. And he hits another ground ball. Looks like it's going to move Hayes into scoring position, though. Eddie Murray makes a great play, apparently, and underhands to Neidlinger, and they get the out. So 1 out. He had to dive for it. A nice play by Murray. 1 out. Runner in scoring position for Mulholland, hitting .076. 5 hits and 66 at-bats. Pitched by Neidlinger. There's a bunt. And they go to third, and they get him. Scioscia makes the call, and he gets the runner at third. So 2 outs. Dykstra will get an opportunity to hit. He walked his first time up, but there won't be a runner in scoring position, as Mulholland's the only runner, and he's at first. Pitch to Dykstra, and that's good because that's a base hit into right. See if Mulholland's running. He's at 5. Goes to third on Javier's arm. He will. So Scioscia's move has at least saved 1 run. There's now 2 outs. 2 on for Kruk. Those are good numbers, and Kruk has power, as you know, 6 home runs on the season. Dykstra doesn't look like he's going to run here. So Neidlinger needs to get him out. And another ground ball. This time to Murray. Flips to Neidlinger, and they beat Kruk easily to the bag. And they somehow get out of that inning with nothing scored. So some strange stuff happening. Get a runner out at third on a bunt attempt, but no runs. Yeah, we're through 2.5. It's no score still. Vizcaino leads off the bottom of the third with the fly ball to Hayes. When it finally comes down, there's 1 out for Scioscia. And he hits a fly ball to Hayes. Looks playable. Barely moved. 2 down for Neidlinger. And he walks. So Cal Daniels will get a chance with a runner on here in the third. He's 0 for 1. And Mulholland walks him as well. So Neidlinger, a 4-runner, is in scoring position with 2 outs. Hayes with an 8 arm. Dykstra with a 4. Martinez with a 3. And Kirk Gibson, the only Dodger with a hit, comes up to face Mulholland. The pitch. Ground ball to Thon. He's going to try for Gibson and gets him at first. So a couple walks. Nothing doing. We're a third away through the game. There's no score. All right, Neidlinger against Dalton. Hayes and Martinez in the 4th. Another ground ball, this time to Vizcaino. Over to Murray. They nip him that time. 1 out for Hayes. Strikes him out. Neidlinger, one of his better starts. He's had a few in a row now. The Mets game had a good 6 innings, I believe, before the wheels came off. Wind now blowing out to 9 miles per hour to left center field. Weather has dipped a little bit to 85 degrees as it's a night game. There's Martinez, who has power, 10 home runs, facing Neidlinger, and that's gone. So the Phillies are the first to score here in the 4th. Solo shot by Martinez is 1-0, Philadelphia. That got out of here in a hurry. The wind maybe aided it a little bit. 348-foot shot is 11th of the year. That surpasses his real season number of 10. 2 outs for her. And he singles under right. Maybe this is the wheels coming off. Javier gets the ball back in, and it's Hayes' chance, and he does have power. He has 10 home runs also. Not good numbers. We're going to give him one more at bat to try to calm himself down. Hurt a 53% chance of running. I don't think he's going to go. And another ground ball to Vizcaíno over to Murray. They got him. So they do get the home run on the solo shot plus a single by her. We're through 3.5. It's 1-0 Phillies. Sharperson, Samuel, and Murray for the Dodgers. Pitch by Mulholland is a walk. Sharperson makes it to first. One out, nobody out for Samuel. Good numbers. First a throw over. Sharperson's back. And his number is a lot better. We're not going to run though. Pitch to Samuel. Probably should have. Ground ball to Thon. Could this be 2? Over to her for 1. The runner is out, and the hitter makes 2. And the Dodgers' potential inning is in jeopardy now. 2 outs. Nobody on. Nice pitching by Mulholland. And here's Eddie Murray. And he hits a liner into left. And I guess Martinez is going to let that drop. Probably had a percentage chance. And he lets it drop for a single. So Murray's on. Now, if Samuel had not hit into a double play, who knows? But there's 2 outs, 1 on. First for Javier. He hits one in the gap. Is that enough to get Murray home? Hayes goes over to cut it off. It's a good arm. And Murray will hold at second. It's not a double. It's a single. And the Dodgers have 2 on for Vizcaíno. Decent numbers. Average 325, on base 412. We'll see if he can get a hit here and tie the game up. Pitch by Mulholland is a liner into right. That should get a run home. Hayes does pick it up, though. He's at an 8 for an arm. Oh, only a 72% chance to make it home. Scioscia's on deck, and I'm not going to chance it. We're going to hold and leave the bases loaded. If it was the pitcher, I would have tried it. All right. Too bad Dykstra didn't pick that up. Would have scored for sure. All right, Mike Scioscia's up there. Not great numbers. Only a 230 average, 279 on base, though. Maybe made the wrong choice here, but playing for the big inning, 1 run would only tie it. So a hit here probably would take the lead. Pitch by Mulholland to Scioscia. And it's a ground ball to third. Hayes waiting on it. Bounces. Makes a poor play, though. And I think Scioscia beats it out, and a run scores anyhow. Woo! All right. And we can hit for Neidlinger here. So, bases loaded against Mulholland. 2 outs. Jim's done his part. Jim has gotten us through 4 innings. And we have an opportunity here to score. So we need a hit. And not a lot to choose from here, but we're going to go with Hubie Brooks as the best opportunity. And hope we get lucky. All right. 2 outs. 1-1 tie now in the 4th. That means that Hartley will be coming in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Brooks by Mulholland. It's a fly ball to left. That looks playable. Yeah, it's not out of here. And Martinez makes the catch. Dodgers leave the bases loaded, but they do tie the game. Score 1 on the ground out. I guess they count it as a hit, but it's a poor play by the third baseman Hayes. And we're either way. We're through 4. It's tied at 1. All right. Hartley has not pitched well. We'll see what we get today. He's going to have the bottom of the order to start and 8, 9, and 1. Dykstra at least at the top of the order. Hartley starts off with Thon. Strikes him out. One down for Mulholland. He strikes him. That's a good start. Good morning, good afternoon. Can Dykstra be good night? He is, and he strikes him out. Wow, no runs, no hits, no errors. Ugh. Wow, we're going to have to go back and see if that was an immaculate inning or half inning. I don't know. I can't tell. I know that struck out Dykstra 0-2. Either way, we're through 4.5. It's still tied at 1 for Daniels. Pitched by Mulholland. And he hits one to Hayes. And that's caught. Lines out, 1 out for Gibson. Pitched by Mulholland, and he rips one into right. That's a base hit. Hayes gets it back in quickly. We'll see if Gibson has an opportunity to run here. He does. We're going to send him. There he goes. Throw to second. 29th stolen base of the year. Now, if I can make sure that I can move the cursor off of Steele, we'll let Sharperson and Samuel have a chance to knock him in. Against Mulholland, the pitch. Throws it away. That's one way to get to third. All right, now you can score a run without and getting a hit. And Sharperson's numbers go up. 329 average, on base of 416 for an OPS of 818. Pitch by Mulholland. It's a ground ball to Thon. I have a feeling we're going to send him home. Yeah, they were not playing up. Yeah, they're throwing to first. And they nip Sharperson. That's a second out. But Gibson scores and the Dodgers lead 2-1. All right, 2 out for Samuel. Not been easy to score off of Mulholland today. And Samuel comes through with a hit there. Poor play by Thon, it looks like. That helped. So Samuel at first. 2 outs for Murray. Facing Mulholland. Pitch. Ground ball to Thon. I don't think he's going to have 2 bad plays in a row. Nope, he makes a great play, and they get the short way to get Samuel at second. We're through 5. Dodgers take the lead on the ground out by Sharperson. It's 2-1 Dodgers. All right, Hartley has a lead. Now he faces the 3 big guys, Kruk, Dalton, and Hayes. We'll really find out what he can do here. Pitch to Kruk. Fly ball to left. Daniels coming in. Looks easy. Makes the catch. 1 down for Dalton. Pitch. And he lines one. Is he going to get past Javier? It is. That's going to go. Is it going to be 2? Is it going to be 3? Javier's arm is terrible. It looks like it's going to be 2. It's a double. The 25th for Dalton. Runner in scoring position for Hayes. Martinez on deck. All right, was that an anomaly or is Mike having trouble now? Tying run at second for Hayes. 190 average, but an OPS of 719 and on base of 439. So that's saying to me there's going to be a walk. Let's find out. He strikes him out, so shows what I know. All right, runner in scoring position, Dalton for Martinez, who's homered today. We got to be careful here, but the numbers support pitching to him. That's what we're going to do. Ground ball to Sharperson. Hold your breath, folks. Throw to Murray. Looks like he got him. He did. We're through 5.5. It's 2-1 Dodgers. All right, Javier against Mulholland, who still has plenty of pitches in the bank. He might get through 2 more innings. So Mulholland against Javier. The pitch struck him out. For Vizcaíno was 1 for 2. Pitch is hit in the air to left. Martinez comes in, makes the catch. 2 down for Sosha. Was a hit and an RBI. That was really an infield single that was probably really an error. But here we go. 2 outs. The pitch by Mulholland to Sosha. Fly ball. He's got a beat on it. And we're done. We're through 6. 2/3 of the game is over, and the Dodgers lead 2-1 in a close one. All right, Hartley 32 pitches. Looks good. Good numbers against her. We're going to keep him going. Ground ball to Vizcaíno. Over to Murray. And there's an error. Let's hope it didn't get into the dugout. And it did. All right. That's not Hartley's fault, but you got to have to pitch out of it. Runner at second. Nobody out. Hayes, Thon, Mulholland. If anybody gets on, Dykstra. Whew. Okay, not good numbers for Hayes. A base hit here ties the game. See what Hartley can do. Ground ball to Sharperson. Long throw to Murray. No error there. Does Herr move up? He does not. He holds. Interesting. His percentage goes up to 67% to steal third, though. So we're going to try to pick off. Hold your breath. Here's an error. It could happen. We got to lower that percentage some. And we do. Down to 40. All right. Here's Thon, who's 0 for 2. Good numbers against Thon. The pitch. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Hartley. He's 1 out away from getting out of this. Here's Mulholland and a tough call for the Phillies. They're down to 7 outs. Mulholland's pitched great. 2 runs. But he is not a great hitter. Let's just say that. So let's see if they hit for him or not. Pitch. Oh, Dave Holland's coming in. So that's it for Mulholland. You can close the book on him. 6 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Dodgers. Good pitched game, though. All right, so Hollins comes in. Doesn't look like he has great numbers here. On base at 335 is probably the best of his numbers. OPS of 528. Hartley's pitched well, so we're going to give him a chance to get out of this jam. He's gotten 2 outs after the error by Vizcaíno. Can he get through it? It's a fly ball. Doesn't look like it's gone, but it's still going up. And it is up. And it is off the wall? Nope, it's gone. And 1 out away from getting out of that jam, and now the Phillies lead 3-2. Wow. And that's the story. Hartley's pitched, even in the games where he's ended up with terrible numbers, except for a couple, he's pitched really well. And Dave Hollins, let's see how many home runs Dave Hollins, he's hitting 158. 5 in the whole season. And there would have been a time earlier in the season that Hartley would have never, ever given that up. But that's where we're at. I should have pulled him, I guess. And it's 3-2 Phillies now. The Phillies can go to their pen. We're going to give Hartley 1 more at bat, though. Yeah, I mean, that's really out of the expectations for him. Ground ball to Samwell. Over to Dykstra, and another error. Hurts the Dodgers there. He's done. We're going to have to bring in a lefty here to try to finish this with Dykstra on. So that's it for Mike. We're going to go to Dave Walsh to try to keep this close. Let's see. I mean, he's going to hit first in the next inning. Shoot. Bad stuff happening. All right, let's hope he can at least get us through this against Kruk, who's not supposed to be good against lefties. It's a fly ball to Gibson. And that's it. I would like to use him for Dalton and Hayes, but you're going to give up an out when you're now down to 9 outs? All right, Parrott's coming in to pitch. On the season, he's 5.77 ERA. 1 win, 6 losses, 86 hits, and 68 and 2/3 innings pitched, 39 walks, and 53 Ks. Yeah, we're going to give up this out. This is not good. I should have... Well, where would I put him? Javier would want to keep in the game. I mean, I'd have to move him all the way to Samwell, probably. So, we're going to take an out here. There it is. All right, down to 8 outs. 82 degrees, the weather keeps going down. 8 miles an hour to left field. All right, Daniels. He walks. 1 out, walk. Dodgers still only down by 1. Here's Gibson. Good hit for him with Gonzalez, but I'm not going to do that. Gibson's had a good day, too. Pitch. Walks him. All right, tying run at second. Sharperson, Samuel. Samuel will not get a chance to hit. Harris will hit for him. All right, can Sharperson get him home? Good numbers, 284 average, on base of 518, slug of 394, OPS of 912. Can they do it? Fly ball to right. That doesn't seem like that's going to do it. Hayes is under it. 2 outs. Daniel's not going to tag. No way. Not going to make the 3rd out at 3rd. For Samuel, he's going to be called back for Harris. You know, I've played this game for over 120 times this season. You would think I would know how to do this. All right. Harris goes in a second. Okay, his numbers should be pretty good. They look decent. Need a base hit here to score a run and tie the game. Down to 7 outs to a win. Or to a loss, excuse me. Harris hits one to left. Is it going to fall? Yeah, it's going to fall. Looks like Hayes is... No, he makes a great play. Oh. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot I could say about that. Harris will stay in and play second. All right. This is a close game, 3-2. Dodgers going to have to do something in the 8th and the 9th. First, you got to try to keep it a 1-run game. There's Walsh against Dalton, and they kept him in for this, so better kind of get this done. Hayes hits a ground ball to Harris. Over to Murray. That's 2 down. For Martinez. Let's look at Martinez against lefties. Home run today. He has more home runs against righties, but his average is worse. He has better power against lefties, 7 to 5. So we're going to go get a righty. Bring him in here. Gott's probably the most expendable one. Put Jim in Dave's spot. See if he can finish off this half inning. Martinez hits a ground ball to Sharperson. Oh no. It's going to be close. They get him. All right, we're through 7.5. Here comes the defensive replacements and Daryl Ackerfeld to try to wrap it up for the Phillies. Roger McDowell did pitch in the first game of this series. We'll see if he comes in and tries to pitch in the 9th. Good numbers for Murray here if he can get a hold of one. Could be a home run. They'll start off the bottom of the 8th. Pitch by Ackerfeld. Fly ball to left. Looks playable. Martinez scooching in. Makes the catch. 1 out for Javier. Down to 5 outs to a loss. And he hits a fly ball to Martinez, who barely has to move from the last one. And he makes the catch. 2 down for Vizcaíno. And that looks like a comebacker, and Ackerfeld's has done his job. 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. It's 3-2 Philadelphia. Sosha. We got a couple of reverse splits here. We could go to Searage. I don't think Gott is the correct move here. So let's see who's available. Holmes is not. We're going to try Howell. I don't want to go to Cruz. And that might be the wrong move, and that might end it, but we're losing, so. All right. See if you can get these guys out. That looks like a base hit here. Yep, that's a base hit. Not going to dive for it with a one-run game. 72% chance to steal, so we're going to try to pick off her. And I don't know what happened. Balk. It's not going well for Howell. All right. Pitch to Hayes. And that's gone. Boy, is Howell just terrible. Well, this game's done now. Jay Howell. Just every time I keep going back to him, I try to use him. He just can't get it done. It's just amazing how a player who's so good in the real season for this team, and they counted on him, is just terrible in this game. Look at his ERA. It's a 5.17. I mean, look at his real numbers. I don't know. This game does a really good job sometimes, mirroring the real results from the season. But in this with this guy, not at all. Dawn lines out. It takes a great play by Vizcaino to get it. Facing Ackerfelds, Randy Reddy's going to hit for him. I don't want to waste any more pitchers, so hopefully Howell can get through this. Fly ball to Gibson. So the Dodgers are going to have another, it won't be the same type of loss, but they're going to lose again on this date. And it'll be a 2-game lead over San Francisco, barring a huge comeback in the ninth. Dykstra, 65% chance of going. We're going to throw over there. He's back. It's a 50-50 shot. See if you can get Ricky Jordan and get out of this. Nope. It's going to make me use another pitcher, isn't he? Dykstra's probably going to go to third, right? Yeah. It's 5-2. If he says any pitches left, he's going to pitch. Because I don't want to use another pitcher for tomorrow. And Dalton's going to single into center. I really wish that I'm just going to have to waste him and leave him in the minors or in the reserve. We're not going to throw to third. This game has gotten away from us. It's over. Boy, should have left God in. Made a couple bad decisions. One was to let Hartley stay in for the pinch hitter Hollins. That gave up the lead, and now Howell has just extended the Phillies lead. There's no way nothing's going to happen here. 4 runs in the ninth. No way, Jay. You got yourself into this mess. You're getting yourself out. If you're ready to turn off this game, I do not blame you. This will probably be his last time he pitches for this team this season. And he finally does. He gets her on a strikeout, and we're through the 8.5, but the Phillies have scored 5 in the top of the ninth. Not, how many was it? 8 or 9 they scored in the real game? They did have another good ninth inning. There you go. There it is. And Jay Howell did pitch in that. Carmen comes in to finish it up. Social lines a single into right. Is that going to be 2? It does look like it's going to be 2. Too bad that the Dodgers couldn't do their part to keep the game close. Howell's not going to hit. We're going to give Gonzalez a chance too. Jose. Probably hit a home run here. Too little, too late. Oh, but he gets a single. So is she going to hold? There's no point in getting thrown out at the plate when you're down by 6. Maybe the Dodgers can have that same comeback that the Phillies had. Here's Daniels. 2 on, nobody out. He strikes out. For Gibson. It's a fly ball. That'll get the run home probably. So she goes back. He's a 4. There's no guarantee that he'll score on this. And he's not going to try at 69%. 2 outs for Sharperson. Just poor managing by me. It's going to be a 2-game lead in the West. All right, here's Harris, the left against the lefty. He's not very good, and he hits a fly ball to center. That'll do it. The Dodgers leave the bases loaded yet again. And in a game where I made all the wrong moves, the Dodgers lose 8-2 on the anniversary of a horrible loss. This one was bad, but not as bad as the real one. But they did have a 2-1 lead at one point. Don't really want to look at the box score, but obviously Hartley, who's been a gem for us throughout the season, has definitely lost his luster. He didn't give up that many runs. It's not like that, but can't trust him in clutch situations like he used to be able to. Here's the batting numbers. It was after an error, so he doesn't get charged with any earned runs, but that home run was just costly. And Howell just, that was plus stuff for Howell. Plus stuff for everybody except Walsh. All right, that's it for this recording. Hopefully I'll have better game and better news for you next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Missed It by How Much.